Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Triple P podcast. We talk about everything peace, prosperity, progress, anything else you can possibly think of. And today, we don't talk about how certain businesses have taken over other businesses and how industries have changed over time. So, hell yeah, man. Get into it.
First, I want to talk about how AI has basically consumed the modern world. Like, the coworker today was just talking about how he was watching two women in bikinis just going crazy, and then he looked at it closer and he realized they weren't even real. They were just girls in bikinis.
See,
on like just AI generated.
that happens a lot now. Like, I'm sure you know who Moist Critical is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, he did a video where he was just showing, like, the possibilities of AI. And he showed a video where somebody on Twitter essentially took a clip of him talking and made an AI edit of, like, something that had just happened. And he put it at the beginning of his video. And then he cut in and didn't tell anybody it was an AI clip until, like, 3-4 minutes into the video. And I was flabbergasted. I was like, what? That was like
It's getting to the point where you can barely tell, like, barely.
Like, when I watched it back, I could tell some inconsistencies and be like, okay, yeah, this is AI, but I could not have told you, like, this on the first watch, you know what
You
I mean?
have to be somebody who's around AI a lot. Like, say you make AI images or you generate them a lot, there's like a keen difference. Like, there's slight picture tearing or there's slight, like, on a person's face, most of it's smooth, or you can tell there's like a little bit of aging. But on AI images, like say you got like a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old person, most of the time people at 20 or 30 years old don't have any aging marks. But sometimes AI will screw up and they'll give them aging marks, or they'll give them like insane amounts of freckles.
Well, see, it depends on what you're using because, like, AI, some of the models have gotten so good now that, like, they can not do that. Like, they can make videos that look real. Like, people
Yeah.
have made whole, like, photorealistic movies using AI and shit with, like, dead actors, and it's actually looked like real. And that shit's scary because that could lead into some, like, big ethical issues.
I think there was actually a problem. Somebody had AI make a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and they released it. And they got in trouble with I don't know who makes the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but they literally
Disney.
well, yeah, well, that's a big one.
Yep.
They released it to the public on I don't know, it wasn't a streaming service or anything, but I think it was YouTube. They released the whole full-length movie, but it was AI generated, and it was like I watched a video. It was basically side by side, and it looked almost identical. Like every scene, I think it was the one where Johnny Depp is on the water wheel and he's kicking it, and it goes that.
Well,
That
so
whole
did they
scene,
remake the movie that they had already made, or did they make their own Pirates of the Caribbean?
they just
movie?
remade it with AI to see how
Oh, just
AI could do
1-to-1?
it. Yeah, 1-to-1 scale. So that's why they were like in controversy. Because if they made it in their own eye, but with AI, it wouldn't have been as bad.
See, but that'd still be infringement because you're taking characters already established by a big corporation like Disney and using them in your own project, which can get into some big
But
legal
people have
issues.
done that before. They've done like parody movies where they've switched character names and switched character
But I feel like that's different because they use their own art or like different actors. But it's different when you're using AI to generate an exact image of an actor and use their voice and have AI. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You're
and the
basically-
voices were also AI generated
Yeah.
too, and they sounded crisp.
Yeah, that's gotten really good. The audio side of AI, you can barely tell a difference. I mean, it's going to get to a point where, like, the music industry is probably going to be dominated by AI artists because people aren't going to be able to tell the difference. There's probably some top artists right now that, I mean, look at Kanye. There's literally evidence that half his verses that come out now are AI.
Which
and
is
why would
scary
he
to
do
think.
that? Just because it's easier. You don't have to hop in the booth. You don't have to write nothing. All you do is literally have AI generate the lyrics, have an AI put your voice into the model, and boom.
And some people pay lyricists or pay ghostwriters to make their music, and now, guess what? You don't have to. You just pay, a monthly subscription for an AI, and that's it. You just tell it, hey, I want a satirical type of, lyric type beat, basically just going over this type of methodical music. And it's like, oh, I want a jazzy type flow, or oh, I want this type of flow. And it's like, okay. And then you test it out in the booth. If it doesn't work, okay, I want it redone. And it's done. It's not like, okay, you wait a day and then your lyricist comes back, or you wait a week and your lyricist comes back with new shit. It's already done. Like, I guess that's another reason why AI is such a appealing factor to some people.
It creates workload optimism, but it takes away the creativity of the workload.
Yes.
Because it honestly makes me angry to get on YouTube and see that the most popular shorts are like an AI animated video of like a dog jumping out of a plane. It's like, why are we as a society?
Why
so
do we as a society? We care so much about that,
but not real creativity.
But not real creativity, like what we do. Like,
exactly.
You go on TikTok, you see like those videos. I don't know if you really are avid on TikTok, but
I see 'em.
I get on there just to see what in the world brain rot is going on right now. Like, I went on there a couple weeks ago, like maybe a week or two ago, and the Sasquatch videos. You ever seen the Sasquatch? Like, I think I might have seen you.
See,
like,
those are funny.
those
though.
are funny.
I'll give you that.
But
Those
it's
are
like
funny.
genuine rot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just somebody deep faked another person, like either deep faked or just made an AI run through the woods talking about just random.
Well, like,
it gave it a script and made it run through the woods.
I've even noticed recently channels I've watched for years, like, instead of using their own graphics now, I've noticed a lot of time they use AI to generate like graphics when they're talking about stuff, doing commentary. And I get it. Like, I fully get it as somebody that makes videos. Like, anything that can streamline your editing process, golden. But when we as a society, I hate using that unironically. But seriously, when we as a people
it's true.
Start utilizing AI more than our own brains, it's gonna cause issues.
We become mush.
So,
It just becomes, we're just dependent on machinery. Mm-hmm. And that's when that Wall-E fantasy comes in, where people just start riding on floating scooters and everything is so easy.
I think looking at what's happening now is a good segue to go back and look at like what I was speaking to you off camera about, like Blockbuster and Netflix, like all the streaming services, because that's literally like an early example of like a new technology taking over an existing business that's been running for years. And it's honestly kind of scary to think that AI may eventually replace like filmmaking as we know it. Probably not.
Well, then again,
time,
AI, what it does, like I read up and had to do this for a college assignment. They take every bit of information that is on the internet that is publicly available. If they ever get a hold of all the private information, it's all over. Yeah. Like, it's genuinely all over. Like, if they get a hold of all movie scripts and like unpublished ideas from actors, movie producers, you can do anything. You can make anything you want to, because you know what that adds to the AI's brain? Creativity.
Yeah.
And right now they don't have creativity.
Well, and the thing is, as it grows, there's also, and this is sci-fi shit. I hope this never happens, but there's always the chance that we may fuck around and make it so smart that it overpowers us and becomes sentient in a sense.
Look, it definitely become like an Ultron type of entity, where somebody who's really fucking smart, like the way Elon Musk is doing, making those big ass super centers. Have you heard about that in Louisiana, where he made that big ass like supercomputer farm for AI?
No.
Like, it's huge. It's 200,000 square feet of computers just for his AI.
Well, that's probably what he runs that like Grok AI thing. And okay,
yeah, that's what it's for.
This is a whole nother issue, man. Like, when I get on, I don't even get on Twitter no more, because it honestly saddens me to see people relying so much. Because I swear, every single post I see on Twitter, X, whatever, every time I get on there, there's a post, and in the comments, one of the first comments, they're asking the AI to explain something about it. And I get the usefulness of that, but that eliminates like research. Like, people don't even have to research no more. They're relying on possibly incorrect information.
As easy as it was to swipe up, hell, even on Android, press the home button, go to Google, type in the information, search, it's there. Or iPhone, swipe up, Safari, search, boom.
Well, people be asking it
Now-
dumb questions. Like, it wants
stupid
it
questions.
to give them, like, personal information about somebody or give them information they know is not publicly available.
Like, what is Cristiano Ronaldo's shoe size or something? Like, you can look that up on Google. Like,
Well, no, I'm talking about things like people be asking, like, it'll be something about somebody's relationship, a post about it, and they'll be asking Rod, like, is this true? It's like, how the fuck is the AI gonna know if their personal business is true or
like whenever
publicity?
somebody gets engaged, it's like, oh, what is their current status on their relationship or something like that.
type shit, exactly. I mean, and the point I'm trying to make with that is if we start, like, trusting AI to give us all our information, then that gives the AI power to control what we as humans
What we
perceive
consume.
as reality.
Yeah, what we perceive and
you know
consume.
what I mean? And that's scary as hell to me. And I mean, I'm big into the internet. I love the internet. I think it's a place for everybody to meet
Yeah, we
up.
grew up on the internet,
You know,
so
yeah.
that's where we met a lot of the people we know today.
And you know, the internet still provides me with like many fruitful things that I wouldn't have otherwise. But there's also that flip side where there's just so much negativity that can come from technology and innovation, even because when you innovate too far, I mean, it's like when they tried to, sorry if you're not religious when I say it, but it's like when they tried to build up to heaven, you know what I'm saying, the Tower of Babel, and it got knocked down. You know, once you reach a certain point, we're not supposed to, I feel like we're not supposed to go past a certain point of life.
Yeah, it's like when you reach a
You
certain
know?
point, you're meant to get knocked down,
Yeah.
just to see if you can build back
And
up.
unfortunately, I think if we build technology up to a certain point, it'll destroy the world back to a primitive state, and we'll have to restart all over again and not repeat.
Yeah, because somebody will end up going stupid enough and they'll let AI control like weaponry. What do you think about that?
See, that's something
Like-
a big debate, and they already let AI handle certain like weapon systems,
Like
the
AI
codes
security,
for 'em and
like
stuff.
security and stuff like that.
I feel like that's a terrible idea. Again, I get it. I understand, like, you don't have to pay people to do that. It's easier. It takes less time. You don't have to monitor it as much. But it just, man, there's so much potential for, like, bad shit.
There's
to
so much
happen, you know?
potential for a breakdown. Like,
Yeah, like a
one-
full system malfunction.
one operator need, like one time you have to call somebody in and that person doesn't show up for work that day, say somebody has to come and fix it, guess what, bro? That could be the day. Like, say you have it security malfunction and the doors won't open and you got to go in there and fix something, like a bomb's about to go off, dude, it might be over. Like,
Yeah.
you lose multiple 100,000 square foot of area just because you let AI control your security systems. Now, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they let something like electronic control. I mean, they've had biometric scanners for the longest time where you have to like fingerprint scan and eye scan and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's still, like, that's man-made technology that's, like, been a thing, been established. Like, AI is just so new and so, like,
It's
ever
niche.
evolving.
It's honestly kind of a niche thing too, because a lot of people
don't understand it either.
even people who are like 40s, 50s, even anything a little bit older than that. Like, I've talked to people who are about 60, and they don't really understand it. I mean, not even close to
Well, and a
understanding
lot of
it.
even younger people that use it don't really, like, understand it. Like, I mean, and I don't even fully understand. Like, I find out new things it can do every day that I'm just like, what? Like, how? Because, I mean, I don't really understand how people are creating certain things that look so real with it. But at the same time, I mean, it's just how it is, you know?
It's just lines of code at the end of the day, which is annoying.
And, you know, to tie back into, I want to introduce, like, I feel like the AI could potentially take away human experience in a big way. And I feel like that happened in a smaller way, like when, because look at stores like Blockbuster, like the old video rental stores, even like game stores like GameStop and shit.
Oh, even Redbox too,
Yeah,
where you used to
Redbox.
pay money
Like
and
they
get
had
a
them at
get a
every
box.
Walmart, you know, yeah, you put money in there, get
Yeah,
a
and they
movie.
removed those machines.
So now, like, as soon as streaming started getting popular, Blockbuster and places like that, they used to be a meeting spot for people. Like, people would gather there on a Friday night, pick a movie, and go home and watch it. And that was
Yeah,
like a big event.
group of people from all different cultures and even like families. They'd go there, grab a movie, go get some popcorn, fucking go watch a movie, whatever. Go do whatever the hell you want to. Yep. Also, like the $5 movie bins from Walmart, those are gone.
Yep.
And that used to be like, hell, me and my family used to go there on a weekend, go pick out a movie, watch it. If we didn't like it, then we have a movie in case we ever wanted to watch it again.
And I was watching a very interesting video the other day that was talking about how, like, as soon as streaming came in, like, comedy movies low-key died. Like, the industry, because if you've noticed, like, good comedy movies, and the reason behind that is they're not profitable on streaming. Because if you hit hard with them, you get, like, a really good one that gets no controversy, then you may make your money back on it. But a lot of these really ambitious comedies, they can't be as, like... Because, there's the PC culture now of people, like, gatekeeping what you can talk about and everything. It
like
makes,
net neutrality kind of stuff.
Yeah, it pushes comedians towards, like, podcasting and avenues where they have more, like, control over it.
They have more, like, open airways.
Yeah, like, comedians aren't really trying to be actors anymore because it's just not as lucrative of a space because they can't be themselves anymore.
I mean, to be fair, the only comedians I know that are actually actors anymore...
Seth
Rogen, Jonah Hill, Zach Galifianakis. I don't even think he was a comedian at one point.
They're comedians, but, like, they never do,
Adam
like,
Sandler, I mean...
But, I mean, you look at, like, Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a big movie star, but he did stand-up. I mean, you look at, like, David
and now Kevin Hart's he's doing podcasts now.
Exactly.
He's basically
he's on
stopped
it. Stream dancing and shit. And it's because that's the new
That's the new niche. Yeah.
Streaming and, like, streaming services, they kind of removed that old system of how people consumed. And it took away a parasocial aspect of, like, people meeting up at stores and actually speaking with employees, getting recommendations of what movies to watch.
People have basically removed the whole inside perspective, like other people opinions. They've just removed that.
And it's also like you just have so much at your fingertips now that people just have a hive mind and typically end up watching like whatever the most popular show is.
They just look at the trending list. It's like if Netflix says this is #1 trending, I might as well watch it.
Yeah, it's like everybody else is liking this. And used to, it would be like, yes, there were movies that did really well and people talked about them and it was like a big pop culture thing where everybody watched it. But then there was also all these like super niche, like strong communities for all these like B movies that were coming out and they ended up being cult classics. You don't really get as much of that anymore because it's just so rinse and repeat. Like the studios are pumping out more movies than ever, but they're pumping out like less quality.
C or D tier movies compared to when they used to put out A tier movies, high A tier movies. But now it's so hard to get somebody to go and buy a movie versus like, yeah, if you go and rent a movie like online. Also, I was going to say that every time you go and see a movie online, you have to immediately pay $2, $3, $5. There's no watch a movie with ads anymore. You barely ever see a movie with ads unless it's over 5 years old.
Yep.
And then even if you do
and
see a movie with
rentals are like $30 just to rent it. You know what I mean? Like,
15, 30. Sometimes I've seen you have to outright buy the movie
for like $70.
$70, $60, $50. You have to outright buy it, and you have to rent it for a minimum of a week. It's like, how many times am I going to watch this in a week? Once.
Yeah. And that low key killed like movie theaters too, because I've noticed like they barely keep movies on for anymore.
They're dead.
Like, they put them in theaters for 2 weeks and throw them on Netflix. You know what I mean? And that sucks. It's because I love going to the movies. Like, that's
and also the crazy thing about Netflix subscriptions, they're rising in cost every couple months.
Yeah,
like
even
we've
Hulu.
had. Yeah, Hulu's gotten it's rose in cost too. Hulu used to be like $4,
and now it's like $20 a month.
Yeah, if you have the premium plan, we have like the lowest plan because hell, it's still expensive. It's like
$12 a month.
It's like
right?
Well, we have the one with ads and no TV or no like premium TV. You can't watch any live TV or anything like that, and it's like $5 or something, $6. It's still like $6 a
Bro,
month.
I don't have like
You can't do anything except watch TV and movies.
the $20. All that gets me is no ads. Like literally,
What?
if I wanted like ESPN or live TV, that's like $50 a month. If you want like all of the shit, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking at it,
It's probably like 70.
no, there was a package on there. I'm pretty sure that was like $1,000 a year. It's like 1,000 something annually for like everything on Hulu, like including Disney Plus
Bruh.
and all it. But like, dude, that's crazy. That's absolutely
To be fair,
shit.
They're making Hulu. I'm pretty sure it was like a cable TV thing before they started. Well, I don't know if Hulu, the name Hulu was, but I think they started somewhere on like cable television. That might be why they're so reputable. Because $1,000 a year is a little outrageous just to watch the TV.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
I
a
mean,
whole land tax.
I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty positive it was like
That shit
yeah.
better come with like 16 different devices. Because Netflix be tripping, talking about some, you can't watch on more than 2 devices.
No, don't even get me started. So I pay for Hulu, right? And one of the reasons I don't pay for Netflix, they started doing that bullshit. Hulu has now also started doing that bullshit.
No.
So I let my grandma use my Hulu. She uses it more than me, low key. So like I let her use it and get use out of it. And she has to get a code from my email every time she wants to get on there now because it says she isn't part of the household. And it does it to me. Like, I own the account, live in my house, watch it
So
at
it basically
my house.
switches from every time you get a code, it switches to
Basically.
her, and then every time, oh my God, that's
Or like,
so
no, she gets a
frustrating.
code that says, like, you're traveling or whatever. So it shouldn't even affect, like, the home device. One night, I tried to get on Hulu, and it popped up and said it wasn't available in my region.
Bro,
Like, excuse me?
like did I travel to Australia or something?
Yeah, it said you may be connected to a VPN. I'm like, this is a TV. I don't even know how to put a VPN on a
Bro,
TV.
can you even put a VPN on a smart
And I
TV?
don't have one on my phone, so I know that wasn't the thing. And maybe because my phone was tripping saying I didn't have a SIM card and some more shit.
My phone has done that, flashing SIM card and going tripping. Anyway,
But yeah, I think that removed a big experience when streaming came out. I think AI is removing a big experience. And unfortunately, it takes jobs away from people too. Because,
It does,
I mean,
yeah.
as you start, like, especially if they start making robots that can do a lot of processes, a job like I have, like a factory job, that'll be obsolete. Like, Amazon won't be hiring people to...
well, Amazon basically
You know.
does all their moving and handling by machines. The only thing they need people for is putting tape on boxes and moving
Yeah.
them from one location to the other
in the big
location.
cities, they even got like the Amazon drones that deliver packages, so they don't even have a lot of delivery drivers and stuff. Which
And the
is
drones do it,
wild.
unfortunately to say,
Lot
the drones
quicker.
do it way faster and they do it way more efficiently.
They don't have to deal with traffic. They ain't got to deal with taking a shit. Like, they ain't got to stop for nothing.
They don't got to
They're a
stop for
machine.
food, they don't got to stop for gas, and they don't got to stop for anything
And,
else.
you know, when it gets to a point, I mean, I work for a factory that's very greedy, will do anything they can to get an extra buck. So I'm telling you right now, the day that they come out with machines that can do the processes that we do, they won't have workers there no more because they don't got to pay them vacation
The only thing
time.
they'll have is operators, and they'll just have them on call, like people who can
No,
fix them.
Yeah, like exactly.
That's it.
Maintenance.
Technicians.
That'll be it. You know, there won't be no like operator for the machine. It'll just be like.
Well, that's what they're called. I mean, they're just called operator, people who are there to fix them, and if
Well,
they
see,
have
that's
to be
what
if
we're
they have to be
called,
ran
but
on
we
manual
have,
mode.
like, we're operators, but that's because we operate the machine. But then we have maintenance and like leads that come and actually like fix them if they break. They won't let
If anybody's
us
thinking
touch
about
them.
getting a factory job,
Don't do it, bro.
you better stay there for a month and then leave.
Yeah,
Don't stay there
bro.
any longer than that.
I've
Trust.
been stuck in one for 2 years, and the only reason I'm still there right now is because they're giving us a bonus at the end of the year, bro. I don't recommend it.
And
Not
if
a
you ever
good
plan
choice.
on staying there for like a year, don't even bother making friends because you gonna miss it.
And the thing is, a lot of the friends you make in jobs like that, bro, one, they either gonna stab you in the back at some point, or they don't leave, man. That's the thing about jobs.
Oh,
like
when they
that.
leave, they ain't gonna say goodbye. They just gonna leave and you never gonna see them again. Like they gonna walk out the door like you need to do whenever you leave. Just walk out the door. Don't even waste your energy or time saying goodbye to people, because you probably, one, will never see them again, or two, if you do see them again, say, hey, what's up? Get on with the shit, man. You only got one life. Don't be spending time talking to a million people in your life, because Jesus Christ, man. You'll end up knowing so many you only, like that one philosopher said, or scientist, one of them, I don't remember exactly which one, you only have brain space for 150 people in your life to actually know and get to know.
That's true, because, I mean, like, I can name a ton of people, but how many people do you actually really know, though? It's like...
You can know names, faces, and give a handshake, but...
And it's like you know people at a certain point in time, but it's like a lot of times you don't know people currently. Like there's only a handful of people that I'm actually locked in with that I actually know what's going on with them day to day, like now.
And you can pretend to know people like, hey man, you got knee pain, back pain, whatever, like neck pain. You can talk about their, like, I mean at work, obviously. You're going to have 20, 30 different jobs by the time you die probably if you work a standard life. But... you're not going to know all those people at the end of your life. Probably not.
And you always typically end up with, like, you know, one or two people from each job that you probably will, like, keep talking to and keep up with. But, like, I mean, I have numbers from plenty of people at work, but, like, you know, we don't talk unless it's, like, something about work or... Because, I mean, we talk all the time at work anyway, so what's the point?
I mean, why keep up after you go home? I mean, that's just egging it on at that point.
We end up talking about it during the shift anyway, so it's
it gives you something to waste time about.
But, yeah.
You're on the company dime, so you might as well spend the company time.
Any other examples of, like, industry takeover? Because, I mean, there's been even, like, earlier examples.
Oh, yeah. 18-wheeler drivers. That's going to put a lot of people out of business. A lot of 18, you literally, I mean, I don't know, surely to God you've seen it by now. They've started to actually get rid of a lot of 18-wheeler drivers, like cross country, and put them in electric trucks that drive with GPS coordinates that just go from one location to the other location and don't stop.
Really? Mm-hmm. And trucking's like a big industry.
Trucking is one of the biggest industries in this country.
Especially in the South, like that's a huge thing.
Because a lot of people will go from Florida, or they'll go from New York, and they'll go from here to here to here. I mean, they'll just go from literally all over the country making stops.
Well, I mean, it may be many years before it fully gets like to where it's not a job anymore, but it's kind of crazy to think it may get to that.
They've got hundreds of trucks already out there. And they're already taking jobs from people who use that as a livelihood. Like some people in trucking, they have their own company and they're suffering because of it. Because those trucks that are electric, now they may not be fully electric. Like I mean, they probably have diesel electric generator trucks where, you know, it starts up on electric and then for the first 35 miles an hour it uses electric, and then for the rest of it, well, actually I think it might be the opposite way around. Diesel for the first power up and then electric for the rest of it, just to... It does that for fuel or gas mileage. I watched a whole like documentary on why they did it.
How long do you think, with knowing that, how long do you think it'll be before they start saying, hey, let's just have automated...
ban gas trucks? 10 years.
That's a whole nother thing.
10 years. I'll give it 10 years.
Like, what do you think about like automated bus drivers, automated...
Zero. They will never do that.
You don't think so?
They will never. It's way too much of a humanitarian risk.
See,
they won't do that with regular buses. They won't do that with school buses. They won't do that with airplanes. They won't do that with anything that involves civilians.
So you say that, but I mean, we've seen many times before.
The only reason they do it,
stretched,
well, the only reason they do it with stuff like trains and cargo stuff is because it's one driver. You put one driver out of a job. You put one driver out of a job. You put one driver out of a job. You put a trucking company out of a job, versus you put a school out of a job, and you start running.
Drivers, but still,
well, yeah, but that still hurts the school one way or another, and that school has to pay for it, or that county has to pay for it, or that state has to pay for it.
Well, I guess I was saying if the government like made it a thing, if they like implemented it and paid for it, though. Because that would be the only way it happened. I mean, if it was like a thing people decided on, that would obviously never happen. But I'm talking about in a future where like they're forcing AI on people, like it's just
I
becoming
don't
a
think
thing.
they'll, unless we get a president who is closer to the age of when you're supposed to be a president, like 35, unless we get a president that's like 50, I honestly doubt we'll ever see that. Because most of the presidents now, they're so maladapted to what has been in the past.
But see, as time goes on, though, that like our generation will eventually be old men in politics.
I think by the time, because we're 20 now,
Yeah.
by the time we're 40, maybe 45, 50, we'll probably start seeing some more of those AI adapted changes. Because by then, we got, when is Trump's term over this time? 28?
Yeah, 28, yeah.
So 2032, 2036, 2040.
I would say by 2040, we'll
I would
probably
say
see
either
a lot
by
of big
20.
shit
Well, how
happen.
long? That's 15 years from now. Mm-hmm. So maybe by 2048. I'm predicting by 2048 we'll start seeing some more changes like that. Because right now there's too many. I won't say older people in the government. I would say there's too many people in the government that don't trust it. And right now, there's too much foreign affairs going on in every country, not just ours. Like every country, they too many foreign affairs to the point where they don't trust AI like 1%.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. I think it will slowly take over, but maybe it won't be as fast as like we're thinking. Maybe it'll be
Now, I will
slower.
say they'll probably start adapting to it within the next 5 years, and they'll start trying to trickle it into the government. But then, you know what they normally do? Somebody will trickle it in, and then some president will trickle it in, and then they'll swap. They'll party swap, and then they'll trickle it out, and then they'll party swap again, and then they'll shove it out. And then somebody might stay in for an 8-year span, and then a lot of stuff will happen with it. And then maybe somebody from that same party will come in, and then they'll keep going with it. And then maybe they'll party swap again. Hopefully we get, what's that party you said you wanted in there? Hopefully
like
we get a
third-party
libertarian.
candidate.
Because I honestly want both sides to really get like their equal footing.
I mean, I've always said the only way we're ever going to be a strong, like fully realized potential of a country is if we can like unite together. But I mean, we're just so far from that, that could be a whole topic for another episode. But yeah, we're just so far removed from unity right now that unfortunately I don't see it happening anytime soon.
This might be a genuine hot take for politics, even though I hate politics. But I think if the government would be like, not divide and conquer, but stand together. What if we had 4 presidents all at the same time, and we split up the United States into like 4 corridors, and everybody at like the end of the month all checked in on what was going on, what was needed, and like say one party controlled one area, one party controlled another one, but they weren't different parties. They were all working under like the same libertarian mindset. We were all working for the same goal. We were just splitting up and dividing and conquering.
Well, yeah, we really need an American party. Like, I'm kind of getting tired of the whole Democrat-Republican debate. Like, we need.
I mean, yeah, we can still work. We can still work based on founding fathers' ideals, but Democrat and Republican is getting to the point where people aren't realizing what they did it for.
The lines are too blurred to me. Like, people will.
The line in the sand is becoming more of a trench in the sand.
That's why I don't pick a side, man. It's like there ain't no point in it. Like you're kind of fighting a losing battle, regardless what side you're on.
The battle, it feels like it's becoming the Normandy battle at this point.
All right, man. Well, this has been a kind of short and sweet one, but I think we got some pretty good conversation out of this.
Some pretty good
one.
topics out of it.
Very real topics, very real conversations to be had. Hopefully, we're wrong about like AI.
Hopefully,
takeover.
we're wrong about the predictions. If anybody has their own predictions, the comment section is down there. Let us know your predictions. Let us know if you think our views are higher or lower than what yours are. And give us your personal views on whether or not you think AI is a good thing, a bad thing, or it's going to push our country into a good or bad state.
And let us know how you feel about streaming services, if you think it was a good thing or if you think you would like if we went, we're more in the old days of going and renting a movie. But yeah, man, hope y'all enjoyed the episode. We will see y'all next time. And remember, if you're doing something, try to be good at it, man. Be good people. And
Stay good people. Yes, sir.